Hello, lawn mowing people. What I'm going to talk about today is a thing that a lot of lawn mowing contractors say to me, that they mow lawns under the table, and if they do lawns for cash, they can avoid paying taxes, but that's not really the best idea, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, the first reason is it devalues your business. Now, what I mean by devaluing your business is when I get lawn care operators coming to me and they want me to sell their business to them, the first thing I want to do is I want to look at the tax returns, because that tells me how much they're earning. Now, quite often I'll get somebody say to me, oh yeah, but you can add another 10-15% to that because I'm doing that for cash. Now, as a seller of the business, that's no good to me, because it's no good to the buyer and it's no good to the bank. The buyer can't go to his bank and say, hey, this business turns over $100,000, but it really turns over 115 because he's not declaring 15. As far as the bank's concerned, that's imaginary money. That's not real. So there's no way they're going to lend on it. So you're going to end up getting less than your business is worth, and you're going to have to find a cash buyer if you want to have that extra money on there. And cash buyers are hard to come by. Now, another thing is you're going to lose time on the job. And what I mean by that is that you turn up, you mow the lawn, and then after you've mowed the lawn, you knock on the door. And then you're waiting for the door to be answered. Maybe you pull out your phone, start scrolling on Facebook or something. Eventually, the customer answers the door. And then the customer looks surprised, like they didn't even know you were there. They weren't expecting you. So now they've got to go and get the money. And of course, they go off to get the money and they come back with the wrong amount. They come back with too much money and they want you to give them some change. So you've got to go back to the vehicle and get some change. That's if you've got any, or you've got to say to them, let's just carry it on to the next time. And then you guys have both got to remember, because there's no proof of this ever happening. And then once this is all over and they've paid you, then they're going to want to talk about the weather or about this in the garden or about that or whatever, because quite often people that pay cash like to talk, but like me. So you've lost 5 to 10 minutes on this job. And if you, for instance, were charging $60 an hour, then you've lost $5 to $10 just by accepting cash. Whereas what we do is everybody has to pay us directly into our bank account. We text people the same day that we mow their lawns and they pay us overnight. No trouble. So another thing that you've got to watch when you're taking cash is what happens when the money gets stolen or lost. So let's say the customer goes and leaves the payment, and normally the kind of customer that'll leave a payment out will do it somewhere, they'll leave it in a letterbox or they'll leave it under the front doormat. Probably got everybody on the street that's walking past can see exactly what they're doing. The money may go missing. Now, if the money goes missing and you find out after you've mowed the lawn, you go to collect the money and it's not there, and you say to the customer, hey, the money's not there, then they'll say to you, well, I've already paid for it, and you're expected to take the hit for that. So what do? This is one reason why I really don't like cash work. Now, of course, the last reason is that you could get caught by the IRS. And the IRS, they run algorithms, and the algorithms are based on what all the other lawn care operators are telling them. So they know what people should be spending on fuel and running costs and mowers, etc., to run a business of a certain size with a certain turnover. And if you're an outlier, if there's something different about your business, like you're going through a lot more materials and you're not earning as much money, that instantly becomes something that they're going to have a look at. They're going to want to look at that closely. And this is especially true with using AI now, because some AI software can go and check all of that and just point out those outliers to them so they can have a closer look at them. So if you don't get caught like that, you could get caught with a random checkup. They do those all the time. And the problem is that once they've caught you, they never leave you alone. So you're stuck with the IRS on your back for life. And so that's all I've got to say today. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And also get out there, mow lawns, have fun, and happy lawn mowing, people. Reason is that it devalued. The first reason is that it devalues